Alright, so today I'm gonna make me and my family some tasty jollof rice, and I thought, why don't I share this recipe because it's a very quick and easy tasty recipe for jollof rice. So before I start, let me give you a run through of the ingredients. For my seasoning, I have one heaped tablespoon of curry, and I only add the curry because it gives it more color. It doesn't really contribute to the flavor, so you can decide to take it out if you don't want to. Here I have half teaspoon of nutmeg. It gives it a really nice aroma, so I like it. And I have here 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of ginger powder, and 1.5 tablespoon of maggi. For taste, you can choose whatever seasoning that you have available. It's up to you. So here I have 1 cup of cooking oil. I prefer to use peanut oil. 5 cups of jasmine rice. You can use whatever rice you prefer, basmati, whatever. And here, this mixture right here is it consists of 1 whole green pepper, half of yellow onion, 2 habanero pepper, and 3 garlic. This mixture, well, this puree is not a mixture. This puree right here is blended 3 whole carrots. I have 1 whole yellow onion chopped, diced. And here is 1 bunch of green onions chopped up. And I have my Hunt's organic tomato sauce. I prefer to use any organic tomato sauce because it has that less metallic kind of taste that canned tomato paste do have. So I choose organic, and I prefer the sauce because it's also lighter. And then finally, I have my mackerel in tomato sauce. I get this from my local African store. You can also check other places that have like an international aisle, or maybe like a Korean kind of store like Omart. But yeah, everything here is what we're gonna need to make our jollof rice today. So let's get it started. Alright, so first I'm gonna add my 1 cup of cooking oil to the pan. Judge me kindly, I do put this pan into really good use almost every day. It's like my favorite pan, so yeah, it has a good wear on it. But we're gonna wait till the oil is hot, and then we're gonna add our onions. All right, the oil is hot enough, so I'm gonna add the onions to it. There. And I'll say I'm going to leave it on the fire for about maybe 3 minutes before we add the next ingredient. It's been about 3 minutes now. I'm going to add the bell peppers or the blended habanero mixture in here. Stir it. And I'm just going to let it simmer until most of the water in this mixture dries up before I add my next ingredient. Alright, so the pepper has been on the fire for about, I think, 7 minutes now, and most of the water is cooked down. I'm going to add the tomato sauce. And the blended carrot. The carrot basically overpowers that canned taste that canned tomatoes usually have, and it also adds a bit of a sweet taste to the food. You can choose to just dice your carrot, chop it up. However, I prefer to blend it because the taste of the carrot is more even in the jollof rice once it's done. I'm gonna leave this on the fire to cook until the water in the carrot and the tomato sauce is cooked down, and then we're gonna add our next ingredient. The water is cooked down. I did have to cover it and then stir it periodically to make sure it doesn't like burn, and also covering it also helps reduce the splatter because it's splattered almost everywhere. It's really normal with this recipe. So I'm just gonna add in my mackerel. So with this one, now I have to go in and kind of break it up, because you want it to go everywhere. Every time I've cooked this recipe for any of my friends, they always wonder what kind of meat I use, and I just told them it's, you know, it's canned mackerel from the African store. But like I said, if you don't have an African store close to you or a Korean store close to you, they have other, you know, other brands. I believe there's some brand from Mexico that you can use. It's also good. But this right here is optional. However, it's very, very tasty when you add it to the recipe. But it's optional. It's optional. I'm gonna leave it to cook a bit, only because it's canned food. I want it to cook properly. All right. I left the mackerel to cook in the sauce for about 5 minutes now. So I'm gonna add our seasoning. I'm gonna add everything at once. It doesn't matter how I put it in. It's all gonna end up in there anyways. So I'm just gonna stir it. And basically, that is really it for the base of the jollof fry, which is the tomato sauce. That's it. I'm gonna let it cook for about 5 minutes as well. I'm gonna add my next ingredients. We can go ahead and add the rice. I washed the rice twice with room temperature water. So I'm just gonna add the rice in there. Just a bit of water in there, but it doesn't really hurt anything. There is no need adding water at this point. This should be enough from the leftovers on the rice I washed, and the steam should be able to cook the rice. Right now, I'm just gonna cover the rice and let it boil for maybe 20 to 30 minutes. It's been about 45 minutes. It took a bit longer because it was on the lowest heat. I'm just gonna add our last ingredient, and our rice is basically done. We don't have to let it cook anymore, because I don't want the green onions cooked all the way. So yeah, that's it. Ready to serve. So the jollof rice is finally ready, and it's been served. I like to eat mine with, I have some beef, some boiled eggs, and of course, I'm a Ghanaian. I cannot eat my jollof or my fried rice without some shito, homemade shito on the side. I made this shito some few weeks ago. And yeah, that is just how I like to enjoy my jollof rice. If you like this recipe, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more delicious recipe. Bye!